and novelty songs. Spooks, goofs, and novelty songs. Spooks, goofs, and novelty songs. Spooks, goofs, and novelty songs.
Happy New Year to everybody. What's new in the news?
Yeah, what did you guys do for your New Year's this year?
Great.
I stayed up all the way until midnight.
Hell yeah.
Did you kiss your wife?
I kissed my wife.
Oh, that's so cool.
You're not going to believe this.
I also kissed my wife
Nice. Stroke of midnight.
at 12:01 because I was late.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. My New Year's is ruined.
Yeah.
It didn't count as a New Year's kiss, and she divorced me immediately.
This is somehow worse than us just arguing about the
Semantics.
inner workings
I'm
of the
having
podcast.
fun. This is fun for me.
You know, the
this one's
semantics-
way more fun for me.
The semantics is for the later parts of the show, I think.
Yeah. The semantics is, right, yeah. For halfway through, we have to have our, that should be a segment on the show. Is like, all right, now that takes care of new business. Let's talk about old business.
Yep.
Why? The podcast needs to be 30 minutes, not 45.
Semantics, local Milwaukee news, local Milwaukee shops that we
Yeah.
like to go to.
Right.
These are
Things
all
within
segments.
our group of 10 friends that's going on.
Our mutual group of 10 friends. I have more than 10 friends. I'm very popular, guys.
Okay.
Me too. Sorry, Scott.
Oh, fuck. I have exactly 10 friends.
Okay.
You know what? I'm proud of that.
Name them. Mo, Curly,
Yeah, Larry, Bart, Homer,
oh, that's
Maggie,
fine. 6,
Marge, Grandpa.
Ned.
No, I'm not as close with Ned as I used to be. But
keep them a cat.
Patty, Selma, and Duffman.
Welcome to Spooks, Goofs, and Novelty Songs.
A podcast that is about dumb shit.
If you can believe it. This week we are reviewing the 2006 mockumentary Borat.
My name is Borat.
I gotta get the whole title here. Hold on, wait, I had it up.
Oh, jeez.
Cultural
this is another.
learnings.
Speaking of
Cultural
semantics,
learnings.
Marty, and to be fair, my phone locking every time we go to check our notes, so it's just
Yes, we keep having her type in our password. Cultural learnings of America for make, benefit, glorious nation of Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
I believe I just did that from memory.
Yeah, okay, we're gonna say this right off the top. This is one of my observations. This Borat guy speaks very broken English, and I think that title is referencing that.
This was created by Sacha Baron Cohen. This is the second movie he's done based on characters he created on his show called
The Ali G show.
Correct. The first one being Ali G in the House. Ali G was like an Eminem spoof character. He would eventually do Bruno, which was a gay fashionista character. The Dictator, which was a Saddam Hussein kind of character. And Grimsby, a James Bond spoof. Very original. None of which would reach the heights of this film. Gentlemen, initial thoughts on Borat.
Can I read my first note?
Yes.
Your notes, please.
I'll read my first two notes, actually. This is offensive! With an exclamation point. And then my second note is, this is yucky! With an exclamation point.
Yeah, the first 5 minutes of this movie are, I think, really funny still, but also wildly offensive and
Yeah.
gross.
This is just my, overall thought. I'll probably come back to this a few
Yes.
times. But what I would say overall about this movie is the pranking elements I love.
Yes.
And I'll go more in depth on that. But then the, written elements, the fictional...
Yeah.
It feels
story
like it's
stuff?
punching down most of the time.
Yes,
I
It's
would
something
agree.
that.
So I would say, yeah, the stuff where he's kind of doing this, ignorant foreigner character as a way of making fun of American tropes and the idea of America as this great world to move to and all that stuff. All of that is really funny. That's all the
the
prank stuff.
juxtaposition of other culture where there's nothing inherently wrong about fucking kissing people on the cheek when you greet them, but just how grossed out
Everyone
everybody
is. Yeah, that is a highlight of the movie. I think is him trying to kiss everyone being really running
well,
away.
especially strangers on the street in New York.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the movie...
It's horrible, but...
The movie came out during, the Bush era, too, which the political climate was a lot different.
Okay, I'm going to say this is a post 9/11 movie.
So
sure.
Clearly, it's intentionally
kinda
that, though.
It's meant to make fun of American perceptions on the Middle Eastern countries. It feels like,
but Kazakhstan
but what
is
happened,
not even, or it's where Russia borders the Middle
edges.
East. Yeah.
But to me, what happened was it also caught a lot of people who actually think this way about the Middle East, and I didn't realize that when I watched it in high school because I was
the rodeo guy who's homogenized. He thinks every Muslim is a terrorist, and he thinks every person with a
Shave
mustache
that
is a Muslim.
mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah, this movie, I remember it being a hit in my high school, and a lot of people doing dumb guy Borat voice, like, for jokes.
King of the castle,
whoa,
king
whoa,
of the
whoa.
castle,
Whoa,
it's
whoa,
nice.
King of the Castle, funny bit.
King of the Castle,
Wah
still
wah wee
funny.
wah.
Still
What
funny.
a funny thing to say.
Yeah, I'm not doing Borat right now. I'm
You're
doing
doing
the
high
guy
school.
from
guy.
high school.
Yeah.
Because it was, right. It came out
You
when
know
I was
what?
in 8th grade, and I
All I'm
remember all the
saying-
older high school kids being like,
Those guys
This
in high
movie
school
is
doing
great.
those bits, they were right on, dude. Because those are funny bits.
I'm
Not
not even
offensive.
saying-
You're not gonna get in trouble by Mrs. Agamite with those bits.
I think they're missing the...
Yeah,
They are
they're missing the irony, though.
Yeah.
And I think it's not even... I'm not even saying guys doing, like, bits from the movie. It's beyond that. It was just, like... Dudes in my high school just started doing, like, a Borat voice to say something dumb about somebody else to make fun of them. And then they would claim it wasn't that, but it's like, but you're doing the Borat voice. And they would be like... Because I remember bringing this up being like, you're just doing Borat. Why are you just doing Borat? And they're like, no, I'm making fun of that guy. I'm like, but you're doing it in...
I need more
Do you
context.
understand? No,
Give me the
it's
whole
No, this
anecdote,
sounds
That's
like a
it.
very hyper-specific...
Yeah.
like, oh, this happened in my high school too, Marty.
No, it really... No, I'm saying it happened just
But you're
in my high
saying
school.
they're like,
but-
look at this guy. Was this a
Very
foreign student
ungeneralized.
from Kazakhstan?
No.
Then it doesn't make any sense to be like,
that's-
Jeremy sounds like this.
That's what I'm saying, though. It was blowing my mind.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Fucking Justin talks like he's from Slovenia. Cut this part out.
I'm keeping it. Anyway, this movie was also, obviously, it's a series of pranks, essentially, almost all of which I can list all the people who's tried to sue him for all of the pranks that he pulled. I'm sure we'll get to that
Can
at
we
some
do...
point.
Okay, this is where we get into the inner semantics of the podcast.
Yep.
Let's table this fucking bullshit review of
Okay,
the movie and
Borat
get to what's important.
To the side.
Yeah. The inner workings of our podcast.
Up in front.
Can we do an episode on the what? It's not called This Is America. What is this show called?
The HBO.
What is
show.
America? Who is America?
Yeah.
That show was really good. That
It's
show was
crazy.
better than Borat.
Yeah. Well,
So-
that show does exactly what Borat does right, which is like it basically
It's just the pranking
squeegees
elements.
out
Yeah.
the worst in
Yeah.
American people.
And also, one of my favorite things about that show is that it's one of the few shows that I think does a really good job of making fun of the left just as much as it makes fun
Yeah.
of the right. Like, it makes fun of the correct things to make fun of about
He
the
plays
left.
like an Israeli guy on that show, right? Like deep
Yeah.
undercover. Like nobody could tell it was him again. And
yeah.
It's shocking that he was able to pull that off again. By the way, I completely forgot about that show because I was
Yeah.
going to say he was never able to do this again.
Yeah.
After Borat, but I completely forgot about
It's
that.
because he just wears like and his
Yeah.
Israeli the prosthetics he wears as the Israeli character. I swear to God, like doubles the size of his head. He looks fucking
remember this.
crazy.
I remember
like
this.
yeah. But it's just because what the
Yeah.
best part of that show and the best part of Borat, what I like so much about the pranks is what he gets people to agree to.
Yes.
He gets people to show their whole ass. He
Yes.
gets people to fucking agree to like the most fucked up shit
Yes.
they believe, and I fucking love that.
I also love that he found these like etiquette classes and stuff that like actually exist that people are like really into, and that's what they get really mad at him about, is that he's like clearly not doing the thing
Yeah.
they want. It's like bananas that stuff exists.
Or he's like, you know, a yes man tells you everything you want to hear,
Yes.
and when he's in character, he's like, he's telling you exactly what he knows is going to piss you off.
Yes, exactly.
And but doing so in a way that like the character is unaware, but fucking Sacha Baron Cohen is 100% aware. Like
Yeah.
when the feminists are like interviewing him or
Yeah.
whatever, and he
just targets.
he's
spots
just
the
saying
one
stuff
person in the
that's-
room, and he just immediately, like he did that in the etiquette meal too, where he found the one pastor guy and he just kept going after him
Yeah.
until he got really mad at him and kicked him out. Like
Yeah.
it was amazing.
Well, that was one of my favorite parts of the movie too. Was that like he pushes them so far to the limit, and they're literally the woman that's like sponsoring the etiquette meal is saying like, I think with some practice he could really adapt, and then he brings the prostitute in,
Yeah.
and then just like no,
And he
no,
brings his
get
shit
out,
downstairs in
and
a
they
bag.
call the sheriff.
There's a
Yeah.
series. The whole movie is like people constantly saying he's such a nice man after he's
Yeah.
been like horrible to them, and they're just like so.
Well, it's-
the shield is over their eyes about
The
it.
cultural differences, like I don't know, I'm uneducated about that shit. I would have no idea if someone came and told me they were from a foreign country and
But that's-
had that stuff.
I think that's the joke, though, is like it's making fun of how people like interpret other people in that way and are like fools about it. Like
Well,
we're
as part, Americans are very like other countries, they know more about like the international sphere than like America. It like only knows about America, and I think honestly, that like I don't think you could make this movie today because of like the internet and stuff. We actually do know more about other cultures now that we would maybe be able to tell that this was fake. But I think especially at that time we were so like ignorant that people like were like, I guess people from Kazakhstan are like this. Like,
I wonder how that is in like other countries the size of the U.S. though too, because I do think part of that is that the U.S. is just so big that it's like partially like there's no reason to for some people.
We have enough cultures within America for like several different.
Pretty much. Yeah, it's like how the South is so exotic to some people, the Deep South, because it's like they serve cornbread and grits. Grits. By the way, I always thought grits was like, I don't know what I thought it was. I thought it was like gritty. I thought it would be like
sand.
Sand. Well, that's what it's called. Wait, it's not sand?
No, it's corn, Kelly.
Well, I mean, like if you slow cook anything, it starts to become tender. So slow cooks in sand,
and it becomes corn.
Sand and water. That's what the ocean is.
Holy shit!
It's just slow. It's boiling.
Well, then we got to speed up this global warming process because we're gonna have a lot of tasty sand.
Yeah, we need some sand porridge.
Could you imagine that's like what we have to succumb to is eating each other and sand? Hayden Christensen would be so mad.
Yeah, this is 100% the weirdest bit we've ever done. But I just got your joke, and that was very funny.
Thank you. Anyway, my name is Borat.
Yeah, Marty, unlock your phone. So
I said, how is any of this movie fucking legal? Like, how? How can he get away with so much
when he shits on Trump Tower, that ruled.
Oh my god.
That was, see, he's like fucking prophetic when that was great.
Why isn't that like GIF used? Like, there should be just a GIF of that, where it's like Trump Tower.
Yeah, I'm surprised I haven't seen that
That's
in
great.
the past 4
You would
years.
expect in today's political climate
I know.
to see that GIF posted in reply to OK Boomer.
Yeah.
Or with an OK Boomer on the side,
Yeah.
I did like the driving teacher specifically because I thought of all of the people getting pranked, he
was the kindest.
He was the kindest, and he also like just said like nice. He was like, "No, women have the right to choose if they want to sleep with a man." Isn't
and then
that
he
great?
laughs, and then
he's like
something.
He's trying to be because it's so complicated. But he also sued Sacha Baron Cohen. He was mad that she got tricked into doing. He was like, "I was not representing."
But he looked. Out of everybody, he was like.
That's what I said. He came off the best. Yeah. Everybody
like
sued him,
polite to a point where it was like, no, I'm not gonna like tell you this again. You have to listen to me.
Yeah.
However, the couple that they stayed at, the Jewish couple who the Airbnb stayed at, did not sue him. They thought he was a genius and thought the movie was more anti-Muslim than anti-Semitic, which 100% you can take it that
probably.
way.
I don't know if it's either one necessarily.
The movie got banned in most Middle Eastern countries for that reason, because people thought it was a poor depiction of
both sides, or
no, just of Muslims specifically. Yeah. The villagers in Romania also sued the production, claiming they were misled and they were not aware of how they would be depicted, which would be the people in the beginning and end of the movie, I believe.
Were they also the people that volunteered to do the running of the Jew bit?
Yeah, that's why like a lot of this I wonder like it's how much of this is staged and how much is people being aware. Like that one has to be staged, right?
I feel like it's complicated, like when you sign a waiver to be in a movie, you don't read it. That's the thing is you don't read it, and then also like even if you do, isn't it up to whoever you sign the rights to like edit it together? And it's all subjective, I guess is what I'm saying. Like,
but like a release...
They got tricked, but it was like, I'm not going to hold like any grudges against anyone in this movie because they're all just being pranked.
Yeah.
Like, and even if it does seem like there's certain assholes, like the guy who was like, they don't allow...
Wait, back up. You're saying you're not going to hold a grudge against anyone in this movie because they're being, like, tricked?
I mean, like,
even
there's context.
The fucking frat guys?
The frat guys
suck.
Yeah, you can't.
Okay.
But that part, I was also like, is this, like, somewhat scripted? Is this, like, kind of scripted?
I understand where you're coming from. Like, that a lot of this is...
I don't know who would agree to go on camera and say the shit that the frat guys were saying. I will say that.
They did, though.
They did.
That's
and
the thing.
Like,
I guess you could say that maybe there's like parts that they cut out where they're like sort of like vamping
they
them
probably
up
have some
that. But that's what I'm saying is if it just takes a little bit of vamping to get you to say that, then you still believe that.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree, but I'm just saying like there's context that we're missing in all of these scenes.
Well, okay,
would be my argument.
They were all, but the thing is, they all knew they were being filmed for what they all, like, the general thing is that they were told it was a Russian immigrant coming to America, documentary about that. They all signed
releases. They
releases.
didn't think it would be like an American movie.
And they all could have been, like, the driving instructor, for example. The driving instructor, what Borat said,
he, like,
we must rape this woman, and then
said
fucking...
no.
Yeah,
like a normal person.
You can disagree.
Yeah, I'm sure they actually kept the driving teacher in because it like doesn't add that much to the movie, and yeah, he does.
It's
not
funny,
even that.
It's funny that he stands up for himself.
Yeah, exactly.
It's funny that he's like, no, you can't do that. Yeah. Because the same thing with the Jewish people, like, why did they keep it's funny, because he's, like, pretending to be all afraid, but then it's also funny just how nice they're being.
They're so nice to them for no reason.
Nice.
It's crazy.
I don't want to see you go hungry.
Yeah.
It's like...
And, like, normally the joke is, like, that, you know, the Americans are being, like, disgusting and horrible, and it's a good, I think the driving scene and the Jewish is, like, a palate cleanser of, like...
That's true.
Not everybody's terrible in this movie, yeah. It is, so... The craziest part of this movie, the whole movie is hinged around Borat falls in love with Pam Anderson after seeing Baywatch. And I just think it's insane that she, agreed to do this because the movie...
Yeah, how much of that was planned? Was she really, like, afraid when she was running away?
No, she was in on it the whole time.
Oh, okay.
Kid Rock divorced Pam Anderson because she agreed to do this because he thought she was a naughty word that he called her for doing this movie.
What?
It starts with a W.
Woman?
Whore.
Oh.
What? Have you... it's Pam Anderson!
No, I know.
Wait, no, okay, it's bad that he called her that.
Well, no, I'm just saying,
it's crazy that he called her that for this movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I know, yeah. Like, they show her porn movie in this movie. Yeah.
Fucking wild.
So the hotel, when he comes on to Baywatch, the hotel TV plays in order: Cops, Married with Children, an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, and then Baywatch, which I don't know how intentional I was.
Ultraviolence,
exactly.
Ultraviolence,
very American things of like a reality TV show, a show about an American couple who are like quintessential Americans.
No, it's literally a man getting arrested, a guy talking, I'm gonna beat my wife and kill her.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wait, what was the third one?
Schwarzenegger. So like big strong man.
Action man. He was hugging it. It was Jingle All the Way.
It was Jingle All the Way, yeah.
Nice and sweet.
And then Baywatch, which is like, again, a quintessential American show. And I think like picking Pam Anderson casting her for that part is also like, she is the representation of like American woman, for some reason,
or like hypersexualized, like fake, like, you know, fake blonde hair. Whole.
It was inspired.
It was popular
Hills,
around that time.
Yeah, also that too.
So
like it was
just that look, just that feel.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: Kid Rock, horrible scumbag. We know this.
The worst.
Pamela Anderson on Twitter. Woke queen.
Yeah,
I forget what she said, but I think she like was like very vocal about the Kavanaugh hearings or something.
Oh, really?
Like that. Yeah.
I have no beef. Well, I don't know if I want to say that. I have no beef with Pam Anderson.
Yeah, why would you?
Yeah.
She's done nothing wrong.
Also, I think Baywatch is perfectly fine. It's like terrible, but it's like embraces how terrible it is. It's a very silly show.
It's campy.
Yeah, exactly.
We should do an episode on it.
Foreshadowing.
My brain exploded. That'll be for our Patreon episodes in the future. We'll do some TV shows.
We promise those will come to fruition. Our guarantee.
Our guarantee. We will have a Patreon where we do spoof TV shows.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait to do more of these with you guys. Can we double up on this?
Scott came in very angry today, listener, and we're just trying to calm him down because he's
mad about band
flying
stuff.
into a rage. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was mad about his band.
Here's something
I lost another file. But all my problems ultimately boil down to me losing files and then trying to blame others.
You're
I turned away from Scott after he said that and said
I just want to say I have a lot in common with Scott. We work together. We do a podcast together.
Yeah.
We're in a band together.
That's gotta be exhausting.
But for this episode, I feel a special connection with Marty because we both are allowed to know and feel what my wife means.
My wife. My wife.
Wait, can I try?
No.
My girlfriend.
No.
Not cool.
Not
cool. Not cool. My wife. My wife, of course. Hilarious to say. I also had another favorite quote, which was, "I am not attracted to you. Not."
Oh yeah.
The not stuff is honestly still really funny.
I think the funny thing about him going to like a humor coach was like just how unfunny the humor coach was.
Oh, 100%. Where like not jokes.
Yeah. Well, you gotta ease him
The
into
suit is
it,
black,
you know?
not.
Or like if you look on the like whiteboard in the back, like he like puts down like the different genres of jokes, and one of them is like racial or ethnic jokes. Like
Yeah.
don't
Boy.
people could come to America and just never have to know that. You don't have to be like, and we do racist jokes too.
Yeah.
Be ready, have a couple of those prepared.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be in America, learn a few racist jokes. Like you can just like let's
Ignore that?
Yeah.
The suit part of that bit was the funniest part, where he's like, "It's a gray suit," and then the American joke guy was like, "Well, I think it's blue."
And it's not.
Bart's like, "It's gray." He didn't even have to like be in character.
He like broke character
Yeah,
for it.
not
He's
only-
like, why? He's like,
Not only was this humor instructor not funny, he also doesn't know what colors are. Maybe Borat should be teaching him.
might be colorblind.
Yeah.
Another great quote: "I will go to Malibu with my friend, Mr. Jesus." There's still a lot of funny
I
stuff
like
in
how
this
he
movie.
gets
Like,
the whole congregation to laugh
Oh my
when
God.
he's like, "Does Jesus love my neighbor?"
Oh yeah.
He said, "Nobody loved my
loves
neighbor."
Yeah. He does. It's like the most like hack. Like that is
Yeah,
like a
it's
church
such
joke.
a-
That is like
yeah,
the
it's
type
so
of joke
deep.
that kills at
Yes.
church. Yeah. My last note is just the frat boy scene, which we already kind of talked
Yeah,
about, but
it's-
just like
they're
That was
horrible.
shitty.
that was amazing because
Yeah.
just when there was like something where they
Kelly
were gonna like put something.
hang on, Kelly exposed his midriff, and Scott and I were both shocked by it.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Kelly took off. Kelly
are you
unbuttoned
talking
his
about?
flannel and revealed he's wearing a.
I
crop
have
top
like
underneath.
7 layers on because we can't have the heater
He's
on while
wearing
we're
one of
recording
those
this
like
podcast.
80s workout midriff shirts, like he's in the Karate
No,
Kid.
I'm not.
Scott's like, go ahead.
It's mesh.
We both looked at it at
I
the same
wish.
time.
If I'm allowed to wear that, I will.
You can.
I thought we had a dress
When
code
we
at
never.
this
Wait,
pod.
let's have a meeting about the inner workings of the podcast.
Is that a novelty product? Then you can wear it.
No, I will wear it as not.
Clothes do not count, Marty. So when you pull out, a
Oh.
T-shirt with Mickey Mouse on it later.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Oh God. The frat boy scene. There's a part where Borat like suggests they do something crazy, and like the sort of like lead frat boy, like he said, "I'll fucking do it," and you can just see he's got like crazy eyes.
Yeah.
Like, these are all
Yes.
fucking future serial killers.
Yes.
Like,
Or
it's-
politicians.
It's right, or Supreme Court justices. Yeah.
Or lawyers. Yeah. No.
Or presidents of the United States.
Hey, we've made it, guys. We're talking about Trump.
Yeah.
Only 15 episodes. All right, let's get into it. Who voted for Trump? Raise your hand. Kelly, come on.
What?
Now that
He has
is...
both his hands up.
He voted for him twice?
Twice.
I'm mad.
Now that
He's
is...
mouthing, "I'm a Russian bot." What?
This is baloney.
Now that is a hack podcast joke.
We got hacked.
Let's review... Let's rate
Yeah,
the
I think
movie.
it's time.
Yeah. As a movie, 7 out of 10. There are still some really funny, insane parts. The movie kind of shouldn't work, but Baron Cohen is... He's so charming as this character, even though this character is horrible, ignorant, racist, sexist, but Baron Cohen, he's just like he's a very charismatic guy, so he makes the guy like somewhat lovable and endearing, which like holds the whole movie together. A lot of it wouldn't be funny if it wasn't for the fact that
Because he's a child.
yeah, no, for sure. That's what he's leaning into, right? And as a spoof, 9 out of 10. I think this makes fun of documentary style things, and I think it's satirizing American values and this style of documentary of like, I had it written down. This kind of like prank documentary, or like this documentary style of a person like learning a new thing. Like, we're gonna go to this country and learn this new thing. Like that's kind of like a documentary style. I would say more like a Nat Geo type thing, but like this makes fun of it really well, I think.
It's like cultural
learnings
Yeah.
of America.
Okay. As a movie, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10.
Wow.
It's really enjoyable,
Higher than me.
and I like what it. It has a good point of view, and it's subversive, and it's enjoyable to watch. It's a little icky. It's a little mean spirited.
Yeah.
But it's good. And as a spoof, I'm gonna give it An 8 out of 10.
Whoa!
Because it looks and feels like exactly what it's making fun of. Like all this stuff that, like all the effects they use to make it seem like a real Kazakhstan, like all the little like bumps and cutaways to stuff and all that stuff was like really like convincing and had like a cool like convincing vibe to it. So
the maps and stuff, all the overlays,
and like the music and everything, like
even like the subtitles, like the small touches with the subtitles, having it in like Arabic.
Shankly.
Yeah. I was gonna say that was the one person who successfully sued the movie was this Romanian musician who they had used a song of hers. Baron Cohen had gotten permission from the production company, I think, but then they still ended up having to pay her like a small amount, a nominal amount for it.
She earned it.
It was the one person who sued him successfully. I believe that was the only person.
Yeah.
I give it like an 8 out of 10 as a movie because it's a good movie. It holds up. It's kind of weird because of the climate that it was released in, I think. Like thinking back to those times of like, you know, I think a lot of people were unknowingly just racist against Middle Eastern countries, and probably still are.
It works on two levels. Where like all of the idiots from our high schools liked it because there was like dick jokes and fucking you see balls and it's extremely crude and rude and full tude. But then there's a second level where it's like actually making fun of all that stuff.
Yeah. And then as a spoof, like a 7 out of 10. Classic mockumentary. Like, I don't know. This doesn't do anything wrong. Does some good stuff, does some bad stuff.
Yeah.
It's got the thing I don't like. What's scripted and what's not.
Yeah.
How do they craft this narrative?
By the way, this movie was nominated.
Hates ambiguity.
I hate the ambiguity. I need to know.
Was nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay at the Oscars that year. And the movie was nominated for Golden Globes for Best Picture and Best Actor.
Who won the Best Adapted Screenplay?
That's a great question. Let me go into my mind palace. I don't remember, guys. Why are you both just stop talking?
Well, you're trying to be polite.
Okay, I'll go into my mind palace here.
My dick.
Oh no! I think that was actually the year Crash might have won, so it might have been
Bandicoot?
Brokeback.
Best actor.
I think Brokeback probably won Best Adapted Screenplay, but
yeah, why would anybody know that?
Yeah, I don't know.
The Oscars are a fucking joke to begin with.
If I got that right, I want $10 million, please.
No thanks.
No, I agree to that.
Slumdog Millionaire. It's my turn.
Kelly?
Yeah, you're doing...
Yeah, I got the song for...
I got a question for you, Kelly.
Yes, what's the question?
Do you have a novelty song to play us?
Oh boy, I do. I have two, just in case we've already done the one that I was planning on doing.
Oh my god, we've only done like 15.
I don't remember. I'm pretty sure we haven't.
Well, as we all know, there are 16 novelty songs.
Yeah.
So.
If it's
the chicken
Mash?
dance.
Oh, yeah, we haven't done that yet.
Yeah, we haven't done the chicken dance. I figured we haven't, but I couldn't...
It's the chicken dance?
It's the chicken dance.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's the chicken dance.
There's going to be a lot of lyrical content to break down.
Oh
so
my
this
god.
ought to be
Scott, if you're excited
no
now...
pun intended, this ought to be pretty meaty.
Just wait. This first bit is just for you. The chicken dance...
Hold on, are we going to play it first?
Do we usually play it first?
We usually play it early.
We usually let the person introducing the song decide.
With this very, it's not a lot of people have heard this song, so I just want to give some, background on it. Maybe see if I can shape the way that they think this song is going to sound.
Okay.
The piece is in cut time and the key of C major. This is for you, Scott, because you're a music man.
All right, cut time. This is cut time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 4.
Is that C major though?
No, that was me speaking.
Scott, do it in C major.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I got enough out of that bit that I don't need to keep going, honestly. It's fine.
No, I want more.
It begins with repeated dominant chords before moving into the main theme.
Yes.
The main
Just
theme,
as I suspected.
which is based primarily on repeated eighth notes.
Eighth notes, one of my favorites.
The secondary theme is a slower melody.
There's two themes?
In half
For
and
variety,
whole
dear
notes.
boy.
These two themes alternate, with the main theme appearing four times.
Back and forth, such is the way of music.
3 times. So the piece is in I-A-B-A-B-A-B-A form.
Ba.
As my music teacher taught me once.
I-A-B-A-B-A.
Now, boys, get your instruments ready. We're doing an ba today. And a 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we can just play it now. I mean, it started off as, okay, let me do a little more background. This is not music-based. This is for everyone in the room. Marty, you can listen now. The chicken dance it's also known as the bird song, the birdie song, the bird dance, or the chicken song. Not to be confused with the chicken, in parentheses, dance.
That's a different song.
It's a different song?
No, it's just a dance, I think.
Oh, okay.
There's a dance called the chicken.
Oh,
like this.
But
it's
isn't
not
there,
the chicken
But there's a dance
dance.
that goes with this song.
Yeah, but
too.
they're different.
That's a different song.
God.
That's
I
amazing.
know.
Oh, what a fun
We'll
fact.
cover the chicken, in parentheses, dance a different time.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah, on our novelty dance podcast on Patreon.
That's spoof TV shows and novelty dances.
This is one of my favorite things.
And normal products. You're gonna excel.
Oh my god,
Marty.
I can do it!
Today I brought Advil.
But not,
Wait.
And
This is
Scott's
Advil
like-
PM novelty.
Okay. The song, this is a fun fact that's totally useless. It's called an oompa, which basically means it has a rhythm that comes from a bassy brass instrument
Yeah,
like a tuba.
It's similar to cut time. It's the polka. Oompa,
okay.
oompa, oompa, pa.
Yep.
Oompa, 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 pa.
Oh my god, we almost...
this is incredible.
It's like it's
Marty,
Marty,
when you're cutting this
probably turn
podcast
off the
together... Yeah, exactly. When you're cutting it together, just take Scott's bits.
Yeah.
You could probably craft the chicken dance out of his bits.
Yeah, just out of the stuff I've given
Play
you
that.
so far.
I'll do my best.
It was composed by an accordion player. It's a polka song. Let's not mince words here. It's polka.
Kelly, I appreciate that directness.
So, obviously, classic, played at all weddings ever, except for my wedding.
It wasn't played at
It
my
wasn't
wedding.
played at your wedding
Well,
either.
no one danced at my wedding.
That's
we all went
true.
outside after the
No one danced
food,
at my wedding
and it was
either.
great.
And I agree.
It was
It's also good at elementary school dances.
Yes.
That's where the only
Middle
time I've
school.
ever done
Watch,
the chicken
dude.
dance was the Pecatonica Elementary School yearly Valentine's Day.
You're talking to three white men.
We've chicken
Yeah,
dance.
we haven't done the
know
chicken
how
dance.
to chicken dance.
Yeah.
This definitely played at prom. Also,
Can I
feel
clap
like.
4 times in a row? You bet your sweet ass I can. Yeah.
Wow, that's a little slow for me.
It was a little slow. I don't think I
Maybe
was
if
in
the
time.
chicken dance was in C minor, I'd be into that. but- It's in C major, Mart.
Oh, my bad.
That's a little band humor.
Yeah.
Still too slow. Not my tempo.
Minor means slow.
Oh, my
minor
bad.
means
doesn't-
go slow.
I'm just saying,
I like
nice minor chord progression. Sometimes it goes nice with
I thought it meant
slower
deeper.
songs because sad.
Deeper.
That doesn't
Deeper.
matter.
Yeah, deeper claps.
I don't know anything about music. It
pull
was
that out.
initially known as the duck dance, or in German, der Entertanz. Which,
Wait. Der Entertanz.
yes.
Oh my god, is there a German person here?
Or that
Yeah.
that eventually evolved into the bird dance sometime in the 1970s, or Vogeltanz.
Der Vogeltanz.
I do have
don't
a
know if
question.
it's there for that.
When was this song released?
Sometime in the 1950s.
Oh wow, so
Yeah.
long ago they don't have dates.
Well, it started off as like an Oktoberfest thing,
Gotcha,
and it wasn't
okay.
like
So
recorded.
one of the Octobers in the 1950s.
Because here's the thing. Okay, hold on. Polka is like, it's like jam music, you know? Like, you
Yeah.
can put it on vinyl, you can put it on cassette, you can put it on 8-track. It's not the same.
Tell
Yeah.
me, tell me
be
more
there.
about
It's
this.
gotta be live.
You gotta be there.
Tell me more about this polka.
You ever
It
been to
sounds
Polka
fun.
Fest in
No.
Seymour, Wisconsin? I think it's in Seymour.
Is that north? Where's Seymour?
It's north.
I think it's in every town in Wisconsin.
It's called
Probably.
Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Polka Fest?
Yeah. Have you ever been
One
to
of the
Wisconsin
20
in
Polka
Polka
Fests?
Fest?
I guess it was rumored to be like a drinking song during Oktoberfest. I don't know. Okay.
I can see that.
Spoiler alerts.
Now,
The
Kelly,
Wikipedia article for this
This is
missing
a,
a lot of
serious podcast where we use
citations.
Facts, not hearsay.
There's not a lot of citations on the song.
AKA
The origins
we read
of it.
Wikipedia.
Again, facts, not hearsay.
I have
Thank
done
you.
more research before, and usually it actually doesn't help as much as Wikipedia does.
Here's what you do. All right, here's the formula. I'm gonna cut this out because this might be a little too inside baseball.
No, I like it.
You go to Wikipedia, you glean all you can from that. If you don't have enough, you go to a little website called songfacts.org.
Oh shit.
You scroll through all the facts on there because you've already read them, and you go to the comments. and boy,
This song was hilarious. Number one
stay
comment.
tuned next week.
Here's the
Oh,
thing.
okay.
You go to songfacts.org for this song. your computer crashes. There's too much data on that one webpage.
It's everyone who's had it at their wedding going and posting.
Yeah.
This is my
I
wedding.
love this song.
It's so fun to dance to and really has a great beat.
My grandson loves the song so much.
We loved it so much, we played it at our wedding twice.
We open and close it.
Oh God.
All right, that's enough.
I think we better hear
Just
it.
hear it.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay,
When we at these Valentine's dances at my elementary school,
This is the Hecatonica
we
high school
wrote-
dances.
lyrics to the song.
Oh no.
I was gonna get into that.
They went like this. Tell me if your school may have done the same thing. I don't want to be a chicken. I don't want to be a duck. So kiss my butt.
Yep. I've heard that one.
Yep,
Yep.
that's some lyrics.
It's a classic.
The other lyric was with a little bit of this and a little bit of that and shake your bum.
I've heard that one.
Not as fun.
No.
So it started off as the duck song or the bird song or the birdie song or whatever. The reason it became the chicken dance was it was reintroduced to the U.S. in 1981 during Tulsa, Oklahoma Oktoberfest. A famous Oktoberfest.
Oh, hell yeah.
Were you guys at that
Tulsa
one?
goes the fuck in.
They go
Yeah,
in.
I saw this guy there who was talking about.
They wanted to demonstrate
No.
their admiration.
Wait, hold on. Marty had a thought.
I'm trying to save
you're
Marty.
talking over him, Kelly. So let's let him say what he has to say.
I think his name was Timothy McVeigh, maybe.
They want.
Did I get that right?
Yeah.
Let's leave that. Let's leave it at that.
I like that though.
I figured you would enjoy that. Do you know what we're talking about?
No.
That's the Oklahoma bomber.
City
the
bomber,
guy who
yeah.
bombed the FBI buildings.
Well, he's walking up to the fucking government building and his inner monologue.
I
You
feel
put
really
this
bad for that.
festival together. The Oktoberfest, they, being like the Oktoberfest that they were having, wanted to demonstrate their admiration for the song. However, there was no duck costumes available. A tragedy.
Oh no.
However, there was a chicken costume, and it was donated and used at the festival, given the chicken dance its name.
Yeah.
There you go.
Did it?
That's pretty much all the interesting
fact.
fact.
Pissed
This
off.
was voted the least metal moment in the by VH1. The least
awesome.
metal moment in heavy metal history.
That's
Apparently there was
fantastic.
like
Wait, why is
yeah.
that heavy metal history at all?
Somebody did it on stage or something.
Well, no, it's the least. It's just the opposite of metal.
The idea of the song is the least metal.
VH1
moment.
was they were so like in a drought
Why
for
is this a
show
list?
concepts.
Why is
They
this on
they
the
were
most metal moment when Ozzy Osbourne beat off the bat's head.
Yeah, and the
Now
least
they wanna
metal
do-
moment when Mr. Rogers put on his shoes.
What a weakling!
that's probably dude.
Did it,
when
chart?
Rogers puts on his shoes, that's pretty metal, bro. I
Yeah.
don't know what your definition of metal is.
Least metal moment was when my mommy kissed me.
Sure, that's least metal.
Did the song chart at all?
It charted on the UK pop charts, according to a website that was in Comic Sans, so I don't really know how.
No, we're gonna
Not to be
guess.
trusted.
We're gonna guess though.
What is the guess?
Scott, you can go first.
Wait, this is in the Billboard Top 100?
No, this is the
UK.
UK pop charts on a site that was in Comic Sans
Well, that changes everything.
in October of 1981.
Oh, I know exactly.
I'm gonna guess 35.
Number one.
Yep, number one. And what about
Comic Sans?
November of 81?
Number 10.
35.
18. Dude, you're giving the list way too much credit. It only went to 20 for each one.
That's what
I
I
said
said.
the
Actually,
I told you it wasn't. I told you it was the UK pop charts. That's all I had.
There's no number in there.
could be one of a
I
thousand.
told,
Yeah, it could be out of that. Exactly. I was
would
about to
tell
guess
you-
526.
the lack of quality on this website, they need Squarespace, and God, I wish we had a sponsorship to plug right now.
We don't though.
You need to subscribe to our Patreon.
where we talk about Squarespace endlessly.
All right, I'm pretty much done. I have more
right.
facts, but this is not as fun
Kelly,
as other times.
heck of a song this week. Good job, Kelly.
Oh, thank you.
What the fuck? Marty, I have a question for you.
Oh, I love questions.
Since we're giving out compliments, why don't
Yeah.
you move on to your section? We'll shower you with praise.
I brought a little novelty product this week, and
Ooh, it's a paper bag.
I'm really glad
This is good.
we didn't,
wow.
Comparatively, this is your best work yet, Marty.
we didn't talk about this novelty
It's a
product
bag, but
yet
it's paper.
on the episode. I brought, this is the mankini from Borat, a Halloween costume.
Oh my god.
I
Okay,
have
but what's
not
it
opened
actually
this.
called though? Because it can't be called the mankini
It's
from
called
Borat.
the mankini. Yeah, it's the Borat mankini.
It's
I was
called
No, it
the
has to be
Borat
called, like,
mankini.
Mustache Man
Mustache Man
G-string.
G-string kini.
so I had two options this week for the product.
What the fuck?
This is
One
not
was
what he
it
wore.
comes with a mustache attached to the mankini
That's
that you.
not a
Marty, that's a
mustache.
bow tie.
That's a bow tie.
It comes with a bow tie.
Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. So, for the listener, there is a part that straps around your neck that has a bow tie on it. Marty put it mid-level around his face because he thought it was a mustache.
By the way, so you do have to wear this thing around your neck, and this is just like choking me.
Yeah.
It seems like a horrible Halloween costume.
It's okay because what the Borat thong is that he took a thong and took the part that goes around your waist.
Well, it goes
and
over
put
the
it up-
shoulders.
and put it up
Yeah.
over his shoulders. It's more of a mono strap that goes
For
straight
fetishes.
up the center of your torso into a little.
It is funny that you put it on.
I thought it was. I was actually gonna just wear this underneath my clothes and take my clothes off, but I thought I did a changing gag last episode. I
you
can't do
gotta
it twice.
stop doing
Yeah.
changing
Also, you would have
gags.
been wearing it around your face.
Yeah.
That's true. It would have been like, why are you wearing that weird collar?
Well, if they wanted it to be a mustache, wouldn't they make the strap that goes around
I
it
thought-
flesh colored and
Yeah.
not red and white?
I thought it was supposed. Because I remember looking at when I bought the thing, I thought it was supposed to be a mustache, but I guess not. It's a bow tie. So I had options between that, and there was also a book that was released when Borat came out. That was like Kazakhstan's Guide to America or something. So it was gonna be either one of those two things.
Wait, what was that like an official?
Yeah, it was. I think it was.
Officially licensed movie.
I'm pretty
product?
sure. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. But I thought the mankini was better. So yeah, my product for the week, the Borat mankini.
All right, moving on.
Great. Okay,
How
I
much
just want
You
to
gotta
say.
review it.
That was it was really comfortable to wear, minus the part that was around my neck and was choking me to death.
Yeah.
You could probably just wear that around one of your arms and
Yeah.
I'm gonna
live
give it for
dangerously.
accuracy. Unfortunately, like a 4 out of 5.
Yeah, it's not accurate to the movie.
Unfortunately, that was high. That's
4
a
out of
good
10.
rating.
4 out of 10. 4 out of 10.
I was gonna say 3 out of 10.
Yeah.
No
I would-
offense.
I would go like
I don't
0.
expect you to get the lime green perfect
Yeah.
thong.
No, but I remember seeing there was so many when the movie came out. Like
Oh my
next
God.
Halloween was like Mankini City. Like
Yeah.
everybody was doing that.
Because this
You just couldn't
year,
tell
this
'cause they
year
were
it
wearing
was the
jackets.
Joker.
Yeah.
2008, the Joker.
Yep.
2017 or 18 was the Jared Leto Joker.
Yeah.
Mm.
And Harley Quinn.
1960 was the Adam West Batman Joker.
Yep.
Yeah.
1991.
Yeah.
The Jack Nicholson
Jack
Joker.
Nicholson Joker. Yep.
Yeah, those were the most iconic costumes ever.
Yeah, for Halloween.
1995, the Mark Hamill Joker.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, so
The
good.
animated Joker.
You literally had to animate yourself as a costume.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All good.
So I think that's
Wow, what a high note to end
Yeah.
the podcast.
Oh boy.
Well, I'm trying to generate content about
I
this.
was going to say we can
About
talk,
the
Mankini,
Mankini.
but-
there's not much to say.
Okay,
about
I want to say that thing would make my junk look small. I feel like you have to stuff it. That's all I got.
It does.
Yeah.
The underwear piece does have
Underwear
sort of
piece-
a diapery quality.
Yeah,
it does,
It's
yeah.
baggy. I guess that makes sense because then you gotta, for the people who are well endowed,
Yeah, you don't want your.
you gotta be able to fill it
You
up.
don't want your bubble gum popping out.
Which, like, also, Sacha Baron Cohen wearing that in the movie, do you think he was just like, look at my sexy body?
Yeah.
You know?
Oh no,
Yeah.
he wrote that. It was
we
not for
talk-
the shock value. It was he was trying to make all of us horny.
How did you guys? Okay, this is a weird. This was my favorite bit in the whole movie. I think was when he was dressed up as Charlie Chaplin. His assistant was dressed
Oh,
up
yeah.
as Charlie
Oh, yeah.
Chaplin, and he does the Charlie Chaplin like
Yeah.
thing.
Well, no, I think that was Three Stooges.
Or whatever.
Going off
Whatever.
character.
It was very good.
Right, it was-
either way.
yeah.
He also wears the loosest suit in that movie. Like, they clearly
Yeah.
gave him, like, way too big of a suit to make
Yeah.
him look, like, more frumpy and stuff.
Yeah.
He's great in that movie, the manager. Ken Davidson, I believe. He got a lot of parts off of that movie.
Yeah, and we saw a lot of parts off.
We
of-
saw
we sure did.
Yeah.
So that's going to do it for us this week on That's going to do it for us this
A
week.
horse walked in.
It's knocking the mics over.
All right, we got to shut this thing down now.
Thanks for listening.
We really appreciate it.
Girls and novelty songs.